welcome to another stream of Disco Elysium. Today we're going to try and solve the first murder of the guy that was hanged by the tree. I think last time I also managed to get him down from the tree, I think. Anyways, I think I managed to increase my stats enough to be able to resist the stench of that guy, of the body. But we will see. Now let me start the game and check out and see where I was last time. Oh, this is nice. The artwork is cool, and I really love the menu, the main menu of this game. And also the music was amazing as well, so I'm looking forward to it as well. Oh, okay, I want to skip that the intro, but I pressed on control because I moved fast. Okay, so this is day 2. Okay, left, right to increase either my health, either my morale. From what I can see, I have like 4 in health, so I probably increased my stat. Yeah. Also, I do not remember any of the keys, so you're going to have to bear with me. Okay. So on X, I open this one. I'm playing on a controller also. Okay, so I have 40 endurance. As you can see, I already distributed 2 points in this. Do I have any points left? I think I have 1 more, right? That I could invest. But right now I'm pretty fine with the stats that I have. Also, from what I can tell, I think the best build would be one in which you simply go with 3 to all, I think. Let me make a small calculus and see. I take 3 from here, I put 1 here and 2 here. Yeah, 3 to all. To all of the attributes. Then you can simply increase them when you level up, because if you have something that you put only 1, right, you can only increase it once. So yeah, which sucks. So yeah, I think a 3-3 build would be okay, or at least put 3-3 in these two, because you need volition and you need endurance. And perhaps go with a 5 with one of these two, or simply go 3-3 and that's all. That could work as well, because right now I would like to increase my morale, but I cannot. What is the plus? Can I upgrade it? No, I cannot, right? I guess not. Hopefully I will be able in the future. So I increased my endurance and I was trying to get this guy off of the tree. So this is what I'm going to do.
He still is, looking right through you with his white eyes. The body below is entirely dedicated to that corpse smell.
Activity.
He's about to blow! Cop's gonna blow, Kuno!
Put skip points into endurance. To open this. Oh, I probably failed last time, right? So let me... Oh no. I didn't save, right? I would load this save, but unfortunately I do not know how far back it was, because in 15 minutes a lot could have happened. So I guess I'll give it a shot later. I'll return in a couple of hours, let's say in the afternoon at around 1. Let me check the journal as well. Okay, so I go in, I go out. Also, if you can observe on the top left corner of the screen, there's a texture that it's, I don't know, misplaced, I think. That is stuck. It's small, but you can see it because it remains there. Okay. Let me see. Left, right, up, down. No, it doesn't open. So I guess I go to here, and from here I can change the menus. Got it. From X. This is my inventory. This is the journal. Oh, this is quite a lot. Ask him about this after the initial inspection of the dead body is done. But to inspect the dead body, you need to get it off from the tree. And to get it off from the tree, you need to pass that check. So I guess this will have to wait. Close the water lock on Wednesday. Today is Tuesday, I think, right? So I cannot do this. You need to find 20 real to pay for your room at Whirling, or it will be locked after 9 o'clock. As long as you don't have a free place to stay, you have to do this every night. Track down your badge. Sure. Find this person and you'll know who tampered with the scene. Ask Kuno if he knows. Okay, so I'm going to ask Kuno. Kuno is the kid who is throwing rocks at the dead body. And Joyce. Who was Joyce? There's something she wants to tell you. You just have to present her with your badge to hear it. Or perhaps if you did her a favor, she could waive off the formality. Whatever the case, you need to know what she knows. Got it. Who made the call? Okay. Oh, wasn't it the woman who was working for the restaurant, I think? Anyway. Explore one secret passage. There are strange doors in the Whirling. Whirling is the name of the... I think that's a bar, if I'm not mistaken. Okay. Okay, got it. Okay, so let's start first interviewing Kuno. If we can select him, of course. There we go.
Fuck does Kuno care? Yeah, like a fucking volcano. Yeah. Fucking pathetic.
Okay.
You're lucky you didn't die there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Kuno's got some advice for you. What are you? Like 80, right? Maybe you should stop embarrassing yourself in front of a fucking kid.
Oh
The
no.
fuck about it? Your test.
Get lost. Kuno
pig? Shoot that shit at Kuno. Yeah? The kingdom
Yeah,
of Kuno?
this is what I want to ask.
Kuno doesn't know shit about that. That shit is beneath Kuno. Listen. Kuno doesn't care about this small-time shit. Kuno could hook you up with some sweet rags. Shit like Kuno's wearing. Your size, good price. 500 real.
You'd have to be blind not to notice the giant white letters FALN running down his trouser leg.
Okay. FALN. I don't think I investigated. Yeah, I should have checked the clothes that I found in the trash.
Pig, these are found modulars. Liquid fit, performance crotch, urban survival shit. Made in Mirova by scientists. Pants scientists. Believe
Okay.
it, you need this shit.
These could drastically improve your chances of survival in the urban wilderness.
What, really?
Coach Physical Instrument endorses these pants. They are tartan ready.
Okay.
Look, Kuno ain't seen shit lying around.
The lieutenant remains silent. But
Alright, Pico, shit's rolling.
Don't do business with the pig, Kuno.
As you can see, Kuno and C don't trust you. Can't do business without trust.
Yeah, okay.
The fuck? A mug in the trash? Is this about the fucking clothes again? Kuno sees where this is going. Kuno's got that fast brain. You saying you pigs are after the mug fucker 'cause he's the clothes fucker?
I can't hear you, Kuno. Speak louder, Kuno.
Shit, that's tense. Someone's going to the beat-down basement. Kuno doesn't know who put that shit in there. And if he did, he wouldn't squeal.
Stop turning into a pig, Kuno. They're trying to get you hooked on the snitching. Get away from my Kuno.
Yeah, get your bacon shit away. Kuno doesn't like to be seen with the popo. Yeah, whatever. Kuno doesn't give a shit. Kuno doesn't...
Yeah, okay. I would like to make a quick save. There we go. And let's ask him about his shack.
Fuck does Kuno care? You found Kuno's secret door to Kuno's secret shack. It was closed for
Face
5,000
shift.
years. How the fuck did you get in? Shit. Get the fuck out of here. You can't do that.
He can't do that, Kuno. He's trying to fuck at you again.
Pigs can't displace. Can't do that teleport shit. How did you like it in there, pig old boy? Kuno's got a lot of cool shit there, right? It's a vitamin pig. Don't you know anything? Yeah, it's the mag. You fucking need that shit to stay on top of your game. Kuno goes through like a tube a day. Rips mag like a motherfucker.
Oh, don't teach him, Kuno. He's gonna use it against you, Kuno.
You're not getting this, pig. It completely takes away the hangover. It's like you didn't do anything.
Fuck you, pig. Don't do mag. You're gonna OD and you're gonna fucking die.
It's a vitamin pig. Don't you know anything? Yeah?
Oh, don't teach him, Kuno.
You're not getting this, pig.
Fuck you, pig.
Good call, Pigmeister. Don't come and talk to Kuno about... Kuno doesn't...
Hear that? Magnesium. That's what you're lacking. Yes, and it's critical. Look at yourself. You're practically devolving into a fish due to the lack of magnesium in your bloodstream. Maggot sideways? What are you talking about? You need to maggot up. You've probably had 2 heart attacks and a minor stroke already. And the only prescription... 1 stroke? Don't be so modest. He's having one right now. Yes, if you want to live, you need to evolve. You need...
Okay, I think I have a new thought. Even though I'm not that familiar with what the thoughts do. Okay, so I already put like 3, 4. -1 to shivers, no shakes. -2 to empathy. That's a research bonus. That's not a bonus, to be honest. -2. This is nice. Though I do not quite understand, so probably if I do this, I can unlock some new ones, which can temporarily increase my my stats, I guess. I don't know. Okay, so this is them running, right? Oh, she left. She was also a suspect, if I'm not mistaken. What about you? Who are you?
I'm a gander and a hunter and a gatherer. Feel like a traveler from another planet. It's the jam, my man.
The air from the east is thick with the smell of crude oils, heavy metals and other byproducts of the modern era.
It's a traffic jam for the ages. Arbor gates up the street are shut tight, no explanation given. Workers on strike, scabs agitating, an all-around clusterfuck. Meanwhile, we're all stuck here in long-haul limbo. Yeah, exactly. Feels like forever. Like I was born on this here roundabout and this was all I ever knew. Just me and the metal and the tires, the oil and the fumes of mazout. Yeah, imagine. It's been a whole week already. So tell me, what do you need? It's like, whatever's going on over at the docks. Workers got a blockade set up, making demand.
Going on strike would probably help you dodge a bullet or two.
Maybe you should. Cops don't get paid much and the hours are long. Plus, you can get shot. Why not?
The RCM is a self-managing organization that operates on donations. We promote our own leaders. It would be like striking against your own mother.
No, your mother. Let me see.
Okay, but do continue. You were asking about the strike?
Some pretty wild stuff, I hear. Like a giant new power crane in half the company? I forget what exactly. Good on them, I guess.
Giant power crane and half the company. That's a
I've
little
heard
bit
talk
much. I
there's a
think.
company rep in town, too. Like, they want to keep that money flowing in, my man. Ka-ching. Anything else? Yeah, this ain't really my area of Us lorry drivers. Camionneurs. You still hang around here waiting for this mess to end. Most have scurried off somewhere to get drunk or high. Or not my thing. Chasing transient pleasures is a drag these days. I prefer the examined life now. Thinking, reflecting, observing.
He tries his best to look nonchalant, but there's a rigidity in him, as if trying to conceal something warm and deep beneath a cool exterior.
Yeah, my guy doesn't do empathy. Sorry about that.
Oh, high-grade narcotics, illegal firearms, stuff like that. Can't even get a few jokes past you, my man. I've got another haul of found cargo. Mostly
found?
sporting goods, tracksuits, and that kind of thing.
Like the stuff that the kid was
They
wearing.
usually get shipped to Grad in the Occident, though we've been making headway in the Il Moran market lately. This rockin' beauty. Sure is, like a rash you can't get rid of. You interested in heavy-duty cargo machinery?
A motor lorry, also called a camion, on Caillou and neighboring islands. This one looks roughed up enough to be some sort of found rust bucket. Maybe the A6?
Good eye, my man. Yup, she's an old one, but reliable. Me and her spent a long time together. We're pals and all, but I can't just freely hand out the merchandise. The bosses won't be happy. Not unless they've illegalized sports equipment while I was on the road.
The man taps his fingers rhythmically against his arm.
He ain't one of us drivers. I know that. All accounted for. Otherwise, I haven't really asked about that. Been wasting time right here. Keep him busy.
It's easy to see he's telling the truth. He's kept his nose out of the dark stuff.
Analyzing the fundamental structural and psychological conditions of being stranded in the midst of a sea of motor lorries and their sad, despondent chauffeurs. A sense of surprise there ain't more bodies hanging from more trees.
Fair enough.
Huh? Oh. No, I ain't got any money. They don't want to pay for unfinished work. The bosses, man. Yeah, it sure ain't good for me. Or you. I'd spare a coin or two for a city cop down in his luck. If I had, say, 4 myself. Don't be a stranger.
Okay, so how do I... Oh, there we go.
Hey, psst,
Who, me?
yes, you. Word on the street is you're ready to start building communism again. You keep saying things like, down with the bourgeoisie, eat the rich, sodomize the landowners, impale all
Wait,
people
what?
who have more than 25 real in their pocket. Literally murder all human beings, regardless of their political beliefs. Oh yes, the mask of ambivalence. Don't deny it. You're about to rip it off and reveal the monstrous seven-eyed lamb of global communism that would devour and masticate mankind. Everyone can see that. So tell me, do you have any questions before we fire up the big communism builder? Or do we get right down to it? Failure. It's about failure. Of course you do. You are failure. You are communism. Absolutely vanquished, beaten, curb stomped, shat on. While everyone else is out partying, having a callous laugh. You will reverse the fortune of the workers of the world. You alone, against every living thing, against every human alive. 800 trillion real in the hands of an impossibly well-organized ruling class. Towering city blocks of bankmen who have the ears of prime ministers. Million-headed armies of nations and the love of your own mother. You against the atom, the charm and the spin. Where the whole world failed. Matter failed to bend to human will. Human will failed to get out of bed and tie its laces. You alone, single-handedly, will rebuild the dreams of the working class. You are the last communist. Now get to work, comrade.
Just because it sounds fun.
Oh yeah, get the firing squads and the animal wagons ready. Volumetric ship compressor. Bizarre scientific news from Revachol West today, where a police officer's shit has been observed at a pressure of around 495 gigadecimals. These metallic hydrogen levels of shit togetherness were thought to exist only at the center of collapsing stars, not law officials. It remains to be seen how long the shit
Learning
singularity
cap
lasts.
industries to 4, that's nice. So I can keep it or I can forget. There's white checks unlocked, got it. So if I open these, could I increase my endurance? Or it's already at level 4, I think, right? Wait, what? Okay, over here.
Snow covers the white on blue police livery of the motor carriage. The white colors nearly meld together. Do something important? Something murder-related? There's always something important. Doesn't mean you can't take a moment to admire this piece of machinery. This is a Caprice Kanema, the Caprice Motor Corps follow-up to their highly successful workhorse, Caprice 40, and the answer to the Lum's racing breed, Ferv series. With its air-cooled, rear-mounted 12-cylinder compression ignition engine, driving the rear wheels through a 4-speed manual gearbox, the Kanema is able to reach 100 kilometers per hour in 13.5 seconds. Even at a standstill, the unibody Caprice Kanema looks sleek and dynamic. The cabin is tilted frontward to give it a more aggressive, hunched look. Someone has waxed it recently.
You want to take a closer look? 130.
I reckon that's a 7-liter V12 there.
7.2. Supercharged. Yes. An extraordinary machine.
It's nice and all, but why so modest? Put some zing into it. Flare it up. Slam it down. Helium headlights would improve the range and quality of the visual field a lot.
Actually, I have a pair at home. Just haven't gotten around to fitting them yet. I need to lay some wiring for the ballast first. Maybe. Yes, definitely maybe.
Wait, who is that? Huh. Okay. Let me see if I can...
There he still is,
Yeah.
looking right through you with his white eyes. The body below is entirely dedicated to that
Okay.
corpse smell.
So it gives me a
Emitting
lot.
it is all it does now.
A lot to endurance checks. That thought. Okay, let's do this. 97%.
As you breathe
obvious.
in, the odor comes over you. It's a spell of the mind telling you to run,
Oh.
and your stomach to wring itself empty, with your hands at your sides and your eyes squinting. This delicate machine, ready for picking. Instinctively, you crack your fingers.
I guess my guy is starting to go full Dexter.
They do after 7 days, yes. We are deep in decomposition here.
Fair enough.
The man before you is naked, but for a pair of underpants and enameled boots. His skin is greenish, marbled with decaying veins, and blotched by lividity. A fading web of tattoos covers his chest and shoulders. The cargo belt used to
Tattoos.
fasten him to the branch above appears industrial in strength.
Let's start with the boots. They look quite intriguing.
The material appears to be ceramic. Its clean white stands in stark contrast to the decaying flesh above the knee. The man wore thick polymer socks, probably for padding. A fine array of interlocking plates covers them. Delicate and fragile, they feel alien to the world around you, out of place somehow. These are clearly not boots. They're armor, possibly part of a larger set.
Indeed. Technically speaking, these are sabatons, not boots.
Yeah, I was thinking the same. I mean, the boots really look really different.
Ceramic plate. Zirconium dioxide, most likely. This is where the make would be. Under the heel. Fair weather. Fair weather model T500 VE. I'm guessing that's vitreous enamel. This piece by piece. He's been out here for 7 days. It would be odd if they didn't. We should keep a lookout for these species.
Huh.
The armor could yield information. This is one thing he might actually know. No, I think he had something precious underneath the clothes. They had to remove the jeans and shirt we found to get to it. And this kind of armor is often worn under fabrics. They usually hang them completely naked for that. La puta madre, the Mazda, the Besmerties and the like. This one still has his underpants.
Fucking talking about underpants.
Come on.
It is. It's expensive. We've requested similar material for our tactical units for years now. The constabularies deemed it too costly. In
Intriguing.
that time, we've lost 6 men to semi-automatics. For a full set, about 4 years of wages.
Okay.
For the northwest region of Revachol, an officer's average yearly
Ka-ching,
income
baby.
is 5,500 real, unadjusted for rank.
Not too much, yes. It's a sorry situation, I agree. That's for us to find out. Mr. Gart implied he was security personnel for the harbor company. This confirms my own assumptions. Just something I scraped together from my station. An area report on Martinez. I'm sure you did the same.
Yeah, of course.
I agree. This equipment is way beyond what a guard can afford.
The stench fills your nostrils. As you push downward, an ominous creaking sound comes from above.
Stop! Pig's gonna pull his head off.
Brutal! What's wrong with you, asshole?
I don't know, baby. I don't know why he's such a...
Officer, if I may ask, what were you trying to achieve by putting on the deceased foot?
Okay, I guess I need to take him out down from the tree, and after that I
The
can do
cadaver
this.
slowly twists on the cargo belt, his torso covered in tattoos. The hangman's knot is pulled tight by the weight of the corpse below. Yellow,
So I guess I'll have to
polyester
climb the
cuts
tree,
into
right?
his
And then
neck.
cut it off
Above,
somehow.
a sliding buckle ties the belt to the branch. This is a steel-reinforced cargo lashing belt, big brother of the regular cargo belt. It's used for tying cargo under 6-rotor airships.
Airlifting. I thought it was used on lorries for strapping cargo to them.
My brain tells me so, yeah. That's pretty convincing argument.
The local harbor uses 6 rotors to shuffle containers around. I get the sense they use whatever was on hand, without paying much attention to not incriminating themselves. I'm still approaching this as a lynching, yes, motivated by the ongoing strike. You? Yes, it often is. This bell worries me. I was afraid it would be. Thin steel wiring, parallel strands. This makes getting him down more problematic than I had assumed. A noose is one of those things that's easier to use one way around. That ladder can't carry a grown man. I didn't see any splintering either.
That's
Did
fair.
you? I think they lassoed the branch, then pulled on the bell to close the buckle.
Could be. The shape of the branch supports the theory. The cadaver hangs from the cargo belt. An intricate web of blue lines stretches across the torso, from the right shoulder to the solar plexus. Each time they intersect, a small white star is formed in their crossing. Hundreds of fading asterisks riddle his skin. Their concentration is highest around his heart.
A map of the stars. I do see some similarity to astronomical charts. Great Century Messinian, maybe. But this seems more particular. Customized somehow.
As if someone left out most of the night sky, filtering it through personal choice. The principle of this filter remains unknown to you. The thought dissipates, and you feel as though you were only half right.
So am I.
He wears a wide leather belt around his waist and a gun holster under his arm. He takes a thin piece of milled aluminium from his coat pocket and pulls it open. Sounds like a sword being unsheathed. A small lens appears. Some sort of camera.
A Trigger Sunshine. Mini.
Triggered is the world's leading manufacturer of intercommunication devices.
Okay.
Shit, Kuno! What the fuck is that?
An instant color camera. I have only 2 ampoules, so nobody move. I don't want to waste one.
A sound, a shrill flash, followed by the breaking of a small ampoule of glass. You see streams of color pour onto the thick, glossy piece of paper.
In case we need it. Yes, it is pretty cool, isn't it?
There is only one ampoule left. Use it wisely.
Okay, got it.
It contains insight to the victim's person. By his build, I'd say this was a man of physical violence. The story he wanted his body to tell was important to him. It is his letter. To us. Someone should decipher it. We'll need to show it around.
Okay, I like it.
Sure. Just don't lose it.
The glossy-eyed corpse looks by, his mouth mute, and his
Okay, I mean,
skin
yeah,
as
I don't think
colorful
he has
as the
any
chemical
eyes,
rainbow
but sure.
on his eyes are milky white
Oh.
and blind to the
It
world,
does have a blind.
protruding comically from their sockets. There is no one home, just subaquatic terrors there. These eyes used to be blue, baby blue. Dark brown hair grows on his head. His face is ready to explode from the organic processes inside. The death's head grin has passed. What remains is an unrecognizable mess.
Let's go with a roll.
I'm
Nice. I'm gone. Fair enough. Oh. I think now my guy's imagination is starting to work.
Into the wild pale yonder. In the past, way out in the west.
I hate you. You stink and you're boring.
I'm a joke. Look at me. There is nothing funny about jokes either. A killer, a motherfucker, and a killer. Go ahead, Cobbo. What do you mean? It's the power of your Imagination.
Okay, okay, got it. So the phew, inland empire refers to my guy's imagination.
Go ahead. Ask me more questions. You fucking love questions. Because you're a copperoonie. Look at all of them go. Here you go, you loony.
Okay.
Fuck no. You're no Rooney. No, you don't. That's right. Stupid, boring Harry. Harry, the motherfucker. Because you have.
I hate you.
Do I remind you of someone?
Oh wait, come on.
A child born with Muller's disease, Harlequinism, grown up miraculously.
You sure I got out of that one? Coppellini. Come back later, Coppo. Amuse yourself with my frank manners and my memento mori features. If possible, also, see me in your dreams.
Okay.
As you narrow your eyes, the monster before you blurs into a violent mess of green and pink. This is a trick. You've done it before. Pink is where the blood settled in the first hours post-mortem. You can use it to see if the corpse has been tampered with. Does his position at the time of death match the discoloration? Only the lower extremities are pink with a dash of blue. His fatted hands, thighs, and his neck, just above the noose. The rest of the corpse appears dark green in the cold spring air.
I see it. His neck too. The lividity goes right up his chin. We have good, well-pronounced discoloration here.
The monster comes back into focus, an explosion of color, coursing with dark marbled veins. His stomach appears pregnant with something. Black liquid
Wait,
streams
what?
down his thigh and onto his boot.
So, what do you think?
I think he's dead.
Agreed, especially on the neck. The belt acted like a tourniquet, keeping the blood in his head. The hypostasis supports a hanging. There's always a chance. We should check for ligament marks on his neck to see if they're in tune with the belt. We'll have to... I do. Most of them are post-mortem. Maybe even all of them. The delinquents have made our jobs harder with their little sport.
Stop talking in riddles, coin slot.
Oh, so the bruises are from the stones thrown by Kuno.
It means you fucked him up good, Kuno. Fucked him up brutal like.
A pool of blood and feces has eaten into the frozen mud below the man's feet. Purge liquid is dripping into it. Drop.
The victim appears to have contained no more than half a kilogram of digestion at the time of death.
Okay.
The fuck he's saying?
Talking about shit.
Maybe.
I think he's
I
dead.
agree. Totally dead.
Dead. Okay.
Absolutely.
Okay, fair enough.
But there is no breath to catch. Only the cadaver filling the air and your nostrils.
Of course. You have questions. Come back later, Cop.
Are you sure we finished the preliminary examination of the cadaver? We might miss some of these things once he's done.
Yeah, I think I've checked pretty much everything.
The steel-reinforced belt presents a unique challenge. I brought chain cutters, but I don't see a good angle of approach to the belt. The cadaver is a good 1.2 meters up. Neither one of us can reach the belt without assistance.
An acrobatic maneuver would solve this situation. Nothing can go wrong with a good maneuver.
Okay. That's actually a good idea. I think we can bring it here. Because the gate has been broken, so we could pass. Saw off the branch, but that would mean that this guy would simply fall down and perhaps would damage him. Shoot him down, no. Help from no. Let's try this one.
I have thought of that, yes. But the tire tracks would
Ah,
compromise the
he
scene.
has a point.
Any prints would become illegible. That's if we get it through the hole in the fence. Also, my MC has a sloped roof. It's a sports model. The roof is slippery. An all-around bad
Okay, he
platform
doesn't
stand
want to
on.
ruin his car.
How about I take you, piggyback?
The fuck are these pigs talking about?
Oh, they're bank or something. Oh, it's fucking boring, Kuno. Wish they'd fuck already.
I wasn't actually implying I would.
It's a fucking hilarious idea. You two
In silence, the lieutenant gives you a meaningful glance, as if to say, case in point.
Okay, fair enough.
Climb up there and...
It seems unclimbable, cause the ladder is treacherously rotten.
Honestly, I prefer a non-acrobatic solution to this. Clown cops climb tree, fall down. Enraged cop assaults children after falling from tree. Cretin cop, they like that word, saws the branch he's sitting on, literally. Local children report corpse mutilation.
fuck yeah.
See, you're only making them do those things less.
What I'm proposing is, we save acrobatic tricks
Okay,
as a
fair
last
enough,
resort.
fair enough.
Oh, these have got to be the most fucking boring multiple parts I've ever. Yeah! Bang bang time, pig! Shoot his head off!
How?
Where the buckle ties the rope to the branch, that's a good spot to aim.
Yeah, I agree, I agree.
Where? Ah, yes, I see.
Yeah, now we're talking.
They'll miss! The pigs will miss, Kuno!
Let me try. Yeah, my guy is like really should theoretically be really good at shooting at stuff.
The lieutenant's brow is furrowed. He appears too deep in concentration to even notice what you said. Silence. And produces a lightweight firearm. He drops a paper cartridge in the barrel, separates the scouring stick, and gives the cartridge 5 tucks, securing it in place. That's a Kiel A9090 Armistice, mass-produced muzzleloader, ascetic, frugal, one of the most common firearms in the world.
Okay.
He then steps back and assumes the fellow's desk position, taking aim. The corner
I'm
of
going
his
to
eye
shut up
twitches.
and let him do
His finger
his job
is on the trigger.
so he can focus.
He's gonna fucking miss!
The kid's voice is drowned in a shrill blast that echoes off the walls of the
He
surrounding
missed.
tenements.
God damn
A
it, dude.
cloud of smoke slowly parts in the air.
God damn it.
A lot of things were wrong with that shot. The fellow Stess was the wrong choice. His shoulders were raised, but above
Kuno could have hit it easy, but then Kuno's not fucking handy. Kuno's sorry too. Kuno feels sorry for the Beano Cloud.
the lieutenant doesn't say a word, just looks at the gun.
No, we are lucky as it is. We didn't break any more mistakes could put us in an unfortunate position with the locals.
God damn
We
it, I
have
told
eyes
to
on
give
us.
me the gun.
I have to say, it's beginning to look unlikely.
You know, you don't feel like too bad of a shot yourself.
It's bad as it is. Go ahead. I'm not stopping you.
There we go.
Just don't lose it.
Just don't lose it. Oh, I failed that one.
This is the sorriest pair of pigs Kuno's ever seen.
Yeah, take it, you fucking banana poika! Take it and shoot yourself in the mouth!
The cold piece of bakelite and gunmetal is surprisingly light. You've held this, an A9 Armistice, before. At some point, it probably used to be your choice of firearm. It still feels comfortable, like you never laid it down.
The fuck are you waiting for, Kuno? Tell him to shoot himself in the mouth!
Okay.
The buckle comes into focus in your sights. You stand with your feet planted firmly in the ground and your left hand
Oh,
supporting
look,
your
my guy is
gun arm.
teleporting a little bit. Doot, 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 doot.
Why don't you just shoot yourself in your mouth? At least you won't miss.
Wait. I'm going to tell him to shut up, but if I tell him that... No, okay, I won't pointed at him.
Your field of view narrows. The branch slowly moves. The slow movement of the branch in the wind, and your shoulders directing the gun sink up, dancing hypnotically.
Look, he's crying. You gonna cry now, fucking faggoty? Or what? You gonna fuck me? You wanna fuck me, pig? Is that what this is about?
Oh, you're really pushing my buttons, but you're only a kid. Fine. Come on. There we go.
The buckle explodes into tiny pieces, coming loose with a whir. With your hand numb from the recoil, you look at the body slump down. For a moment, the man appears to kneel in front of you, looking straight at you, helpless, trapped within itself.
Communism.
Because... Okay, so... My guy thinks that one of the guys who are now protesting for better work conditions might have killed him, I guess.
It takes a millisecond for the association to flash within your cortex. You have no idea where it's coming from, only that it's right. Then the rigor in his muscles gives up, and he smashes sideways
You've been
into the
policed.
spring mud, letting out a horrid stench.
Yeah, the first one, definitely. First one or second. You've been policed.
Ace is high.
The Ace is
Do it.
High, a custom invented by the aerostatic brigades during the revolution, is used to celebrate success in Revachol, especially in sports. The gesture is spread across the world, despite the defeat of the revolutionaries themselves. You could add an Ace's low to it, if you like,
Yeah, let's do
by turning
this.
your back after the high and waiting for another.
Let's be cool. Do it, do it.
The high arrives with a sharp slap. As you turn around, there is a moment
No,
of doubt.
you left me hanging,
Feels like
Kim.
that low ain't gonna connect.
God damn it, Kim.
Chill. It's gonna connect.
Okay.
But then it does. And
Yeah.
with furious precision. The lieutenant is not one to leave
Fuck
an Ace's
yeah.
low hanging.
There we go, my bro.
I knew these guys were.
We will perform a field autopsy and determine the cause of death. But before... Excuse me.
Slumped on the ground like that has not improved the way the corpse smells.
That's
The
fair.
fall seems to have released something deep inside it.
Do I need to pass another endurance check?
It looks like I feel like taking a break from the stench. I'm sorry to interrupt the jubilations here. Just a little breather before we do the autopsy. Yes, the 4 phases of a murder scene. 1. Investigation of the scene. I'm satisfied with that part. The trash
I
container,
don't know, it's
the
just
prints,
so relaxing
we've
and
been
so...
thorough enough.
The voices are so well chosen and the music, it's just perfect. Not too much, not too little. It works. And again, the narrator is amazing. It's just relaxing. I just love it.
2. Initial examination of the victim. We were pretty good in our efforts, and the autopsy will provide another chance.
Okay.
3. Field autopsy. This will not be pleasant or easy, and it will have to be performed on the scene.
Got it.
The fuck are they on about?
Cops are gonna cut his shit up next.
4 and final, transport of the coroner's case to the district morgue. I'll do that. God, it stinks.
Oh, yeah.
No, you and I are detectives. The honorary rank of detective signifies our ability to handle the entire incident chain, from crime scene to an honor and a burden attached to your rank. Mine is Lieutenant Detective, unfortunately. I can't tell you how tired I am of this corpse.
He is growing truly tired of it. It's not merely moodiness.
With shooting like that? Of course you are. Your station would not have assigned you to this case otherwise.
There you go,
I
bro.
would suggest we interview Everhart and Joyce, the leader of the union and the Wild Pines rep. But we've already done that, so it's up to you, detective. Take us where we need to be.
First, we need to save. Because we've had great success. And now we need to do the autopsy, I guess, right?
The
Let's do
rotting
this.
man lies on his side with his
And we need
eyes
to do it now
looking
because we
straight
don't want to
through you.
leave the corpse
The
alone,
belt
especially
is
with
still
these
around
kids.
his neck. His body is supine and open to intrusion. By the lieutenant adjusts his glasses, and takes a deep breath.
Come on, officer. You know what a field autopsy is. You've done 100 of them.
What you do know is, at 18.9 kilometers, the dormant shield volcano, Corpus Mundi, is the world's highest summit, and the failure of the 38 single, Et puis descend, to crack the top 20 was the death knell of disco. But what a field autopsy...
Fine. It's a 3-part form to be filled
Yeah,
out on the
once
scene
now.
by the detectives responsible. One takes notes, the other dictates. The goal is to establish cause of death. A scalpel is not always required. I hope this is one of those cases. Latex gloves are, however.
Let's do this.
There truly is a time for everything, even for yellow gardening gloves. However, they are lacking hygienically. I suggest you get in there in limited capacity.
Okay.
I'll ask you when I need you to. For the most part, maybe I should handle the contact and you take notes?
Sure.
Yes, you see, the field autopsy form is the one on red copier paper.
The dead man stares in silence as you crack open the ledger. The bright red paper is covered in boxes and lists, describing the condition of his skin and organs in 3 parts. Above those, an 11-field info form needs filling out first. It begins with,
Okay, let's take them step by step.
That's you.
the corpse is indifferent to your scribblings, just lies there. The next box says,
KK57. Next. NA. Next. NA. Roughly 50.
try 40. The damage is so extensive, it's better to err on the young side.
Let's go with 42.
He nods.
Mondial.
Fair to olive-skinned, from the Isola of Mundi. This is as vague as it gets. You might
Okay.
as well say whitish. The pudgy mess of curdled meat looks neither mondial nor anything other.
Fucky!
Male.
Pigs can have sex.
Okay, right, mate.
Nor does he look male, with his pregnant belly and indistinguishable face.
We're still going with March 4th. 51.
Okay.
What else? 9. Body identified by is non-applicable. 10.
KK 57 0503 0815 listens motionless, with the cargo belt still around his neck. Only one box remains.
None. At least not after the initial examination. Interfering with the body's position or wounds post-mortem. They'd have to have incapacitated and carried him over. This man was more than a match for untrained dogwalkers.
Your central nervous system recognizes this gesture. It's the stations of the breath. Ecclesiastic, religious in
Okay.
nature, a holdout from pre-DeLorean burial rites. It takes him 2 seconds to perform. Then,
We should start the post-mortem.
Let's do this.
the corpse cannot feel Kim's hand on his chest. It no longer meaningfully interacts
Yes,
with
I
its
let,
surroundings.
I let the internal
A thicket
examination
of
last.
boxes and lists
I'll
on
go
red copy
with the
paper
external
tries to
and
answer why.
the description.
Clothes. The deceased wears armored boots and white briefs. The make of the briefs is Babrodine, I think. Let's see.
See, it's happening.
Babrodine, yes. Inexpensive. Size M. Color white.
The disappointment is palpable. The red-haired thing was expecting something more lurid.
The boots are ceramic, vitreous enamel. They are fused to his skin from blood flowing downward post-mortem. Removal of the boots is left for processing. Tattoos. The upper torso is covered in a single, continuous tattoo, resembling a map of the night sky. It reaches from the right shoulder to the heart. The ink is blue and white. The assistant has a color photograph of the markings, to be added to the case files as document A1. The photo is taken on the scene, using a Trigat Mini. The deceased has a belt for airlifting cargo around his neck, tied with a hangman's knot. Color, yellow. Length, 3 meters. There is a buckle on the other end. Well-nourished, athletically built, measuring 1.8 meters. Generally consistent with age 42. Preservation is good. Ambient temperature, below freezing. Body hair is light brown. Distribution is consistent with age. The deceased had male pattern baldness. Hair is combed back, short. Lividity is consistent with hanging. The head is congested. Contusions are present on the head, chest, and thighs. Consistent with stones thrown post-mortem. Low velocity.
Fucking low velocity? You think Kuno doesn't know what you're talking about? Velocity was fucking max. Talking shit about Kuno's velocity.
In addition, there are bite marks on the face, scalp, and chest. Consistent with predation.
Okay.
Ligature mark. The steel wiring. There's too much of it. We need to remove the belt so we can get to the ligature mark.
You got just the right tool for that. The chain cutters.
Always good to think ahead. Now, we need to cut the belt to see the ligature mark below. Carefully, with as much precision as you can.
See? My pig is gonna fuck his head off.
No, he ain't. Your pig's a boring fuck.
The belt is equally tight around the whole circumference of his neck, swelling over the edges like
If I
white
cut
bread
his head off,
rising from
that
the
wouldn't be
east.
good, right? Putting
The
investigation.
knot is the weak spot. The chain cutters fit in there. Steady now. Like a flower arranger.
Okay,
2 cuts and it should come loose.
come on, give it to me.
After
Yes.
some deliberation, you sink the cutters into the knot tying the belt together. You squeeze the rubber handles together, sweat forming on your brow. Snap. The knot is slashed. Another cut and the belt falls apart like a flower bouquet, revealing the dead man's neck and the dark red ligature mark around it.
The rope rises to a point, leaving a gap in the ligature mark. The suspension point is in the back of the neck. Hemorrhaging is observed on the skin, above and below the ligature mark. The mark is well pronounced, consistent with a drop from 1 or 1.5 meters.
Yeah.
Chest is intact, normal contour. Abdomen is protuberant, pelvis intact, genitalia.
No! It's gonna have to see!
I fucking knew it!
God damn it.
Genitalia is male and unremarkable. No evidence of injury.
The dead man's penis is average-sized, congested from the downward collection of blood. The testicles are uneven in length, hanging underneath. The genitalia is greenish. Marbling is present around the crotch.
Back is symmetrical and intact. Upper and lower extremities are intact, but asymmetrical. There are combat injuries on the right hand, thigh, and hip. In addition, I see smaller, residual scars, too numerous to count, covering about 30% of his skin.
From wounds sustained over 2, maybe more decades, dispersal and accumulation indicates long and active combat duty.
We have a real museum here. Of battles, wars. Last item, hands.
Yeah, I'm going to leave him alone because I do not have the proper gloves.
Hands are clean. No sign of a recent struggle. I was. Maybe I'm just not seeing them. Ooh. That's all for the external. Well done. What next? I'm afraid we can't continue before we've gone through both
Okay, got it.
central nervous system. I have nothing. Do you have anything on this man's central nervous system?
You don't even have a joke.
Musculoskeletal. Purge fluid is coming from the mouth. Not injury related. Eyes and tongue protuberant. Hyoid bone. Let's see.
With his eyes almost closed, the lieutenant puts his hand on the dead man's throat and begins to massage it, gently. A rotting smell erupts from the mouth. Purge fluid runs down his lips, black and viscous. You hear cracks as the lieutenant moves his sharp fingers inside the flesh, like the creaking of an old house at night.
Yeah, jack that fucker off!
The hyoid bone is fractured. The rest of the musculoskeletal system is intact. Unremarkable. Respiratory system. Oral cavity shows no lesions. The victim has received dental implants, possibly after a combat wound. Mouth swollen, hemorrhaging present in mucosa of the lips and mouth.
No scream, no sigh of relief rises from the darkness inside. It's humid there. Sickly sweet air, unlike anything living. You feel like you're about to throw up again, straight in that mouth of his. It's hard. Once more, you taste stomach. Inside, you see
hemorrhaging present in mucus. Hepatobiliary, Na. Ah, are you a hepatobiliary expert? Neither am I. That's it. Same for toxicology and serology, unless you have untapped reservoirs of knowledge.
Reservoirs? No, but do they take obscure trivia and odd tidbits?
No. Like a toxicology screening? At this stage, I doubt processing will find anything, even if he was brimming with cocaine. But still, you should add a request. Cardiovascular. The body exhibits heavy lividity. Blood has gathered in the hands, feet, and neck. Hypostasis is visually consistent with the hanging. Gastrointestinal. Digested semi-solid food in stomach. Voila. What's next on the list? Let's see. We have bite marks, contusions on the head and chest, and a ligature mark encircling the neck. You'll need 3 fields. Leave a 4th one too.
Be thorough if you want maximum results.
Head, chest, and scalp bite mark injuries. Predation by birds has caused damage to the body. Odontologist does not need to be consulted. And your opinion, officer?
Obviously, it's not.
Agreed. Next injury? So, the scalp bleeds from a post-mortem head injury, a stone. The injury does not have the rim of an early inflammatory response. The perpetrator on the scene has confessed to causing it post-mortem.
At maximum velocity, fucko!
Has confessed to causing it at maximum velocity.
Coagulated blood sticks to his scalp and chest, where the countless stones have hit the dead man. Beneath.
Right. Neck, nothing. Just in case.
Okay.
A dark red abraded ligature mark encircling the neck, with a gap on the nape measuring, let's say, 7 centimeters. The hyoid bone is fractured, the cervical column intact. I see hemorrhaging on the skin, above and below the ligature mark. Depth of the mark, 1 centimeter. No signs of clawing on the neck.
Below the note, 2 customary boxes wait to be ticked. The man's head jerks to the side. The ring around his neck is visible. Think for a moment. There's time. Don't rush.
I don't think it's fatal. I mean, I think they killed him and then they brought him here. No sign of clawing on the neck, right? Because if he would have been, you know, strangled with the belt, he probably would have used his hands, tried to escape. And that would have left some marks. Let's go with this.
Why do you say that? Okay. Why don't you think it was fatal? Honestly, I'm not sure there weren't marks on his wrist. That part got blurry for me. The stench. But you're right, I was ready to call. Let's wrap this up. I pronounced this field autopsy over. It was an irregular field autopsy. We did not establish cause of death, which is supposed to be the goal of an autopsy. But we also requested a toxicological screening. That was thorough. The results should arrive in a couple of weeks. We were thorough with the list of injuries, too. We described them all in detail. What is there to say? I need a copy of that autopsy form. Then I will drive him to Faubourg for processing.
You tilt your head, also looking at the corpse. I'm sure we didn't get everything. There's always... You run your hands
damn
over
it.
the victim's cold body, his limbs, his torso with its swollen organs. Maybe you should be more thorough. The genitals in his breech.
Can't.
Do you think we missed something? Okay, well, we are in livor mortis here. He is disintegrating. We need to if you want for this task to slowly become impossible. Hey, wasn't there a giant ice bear sarcophagus? Yes. Now, I've rarely been disappointed by the size of a giant ice bear fridge. But I think we should still take a look at it first. Let's move. With every hour, whatever we are looking for in the deceased will become harder to find.
Okay, so I guess we can get the guy here. New save. There we go. Come on. Oh, this way. He told me to check. Oh yeah, the eyes are still open, so
The
it should
bear's
be-
eyes are still glowing.
It's certainly an eccentric choice.
Your visual confirms you could fit 2 more bodies in the ice bear fridge.
Shall we go and get the body then?
The body is heavier than you expected and stinkier. It takes half an hour to get it down to the butcher. Then 10 more minutes to stuff it into the fridge.
Beautiful. A dead body in an ice bear fridge. This is some of the best police work I've ever done. No, not really. Look at that. What have we done? We stuffed a dead body in an ice bear fridge. This story does not leave this room.
I have to send this to us.
Did we though? Okay, maybe we did. At least we've stopped the body from decomposing further.
Inside the icy realm of the ice bear
There
fridge,
we go.
the corpse stands slumped, waiting. Your arm reaches out and your eyes close, as if by their own volition. His face, his cheeks, his nose, his fat, swollen lips. Like a rubber spider, your gloved hand crawls on it. They are swollen shut. You need to really push. Only the little one fits. The flesh, the thing you're looking for, it's not there. Crawl out, spider. The oral cavity is cold and moist. A ball-like tongue attaches itself to the base of the mouth. A vision of black and dark red death, pried open by your hands and studded with teeth. Looks like you see a hole, barely visible to the human eye. It is swollen shut, almost vanished. No larger than 0.4 centimeters in radius, the edges appear darkened.
So perhaps... Oh, they said that he was hemorrhaging a lot of blood from the neck, so probably he was stabbed, I think.
An abrasion collar. This is what we're after.
Abrasion collar.
A black trickle of liquid runs into his throat from the wound. Your index fits right in there. A tight tunnel of flesh opens up. Tissue damage. Why the basal ganglia feels clumpy. What entered here has torn apart his reptilian complex.
What?
Your yellow fingers slide into the remains of the limbic system. There is no resistance. It's gelatinous. The slug-like structures are damaged too. The tearing extends deep into both hemispheres. The lieutenant answers with the sound of his pen on paper. Your fingers are all the way in now, reaching toward the inside of his skull. the cavity. Your fingers reach toward his skull. His cerebral caught ice-cold serrated metal. Its edges cut right through the latex and into your finger.
Can you get to it?
There's a tiny crack, a protrusion in the cranium. The object that is in there stops just short of the skull, in the encephalus, knocking this tiny fracture into the cranium.
What?
We have the makings of a very small exit wound here.
Come on. There we go.
You pick the object between your index and middle finger. It feels sharp, like metal. With your face twisting from pain and concentration, all you need to do is just...
Good.
The inside of the head feels cold and smooth, like a glove. Sweat dripping down your brow. Careful not with a plop. Your hand emerges from the mouth. The garden glove is covered in blood right up to the wrist.
A flower?
Between your fingers, a
The
small
gardener
flower, a
perhaps
blossom
did it.
made of lead.
Oh, okay, sorry. Somebody shoot him. Oh, put his... Okay, got it. So put the gun inside of his mouth and shot upwards, I guess, right?
A bullet.
So this is what killed him, for sure.
The bullet falls in the bag, leaving a smattering of blood on the plastic. He raises the bag under his eyes and says,
A non-caliber. Rifle. Some kind of brittle alloy. Fractured on impact. Of course, you deserve it. We need to add an item to the injury list. Injury number 4. Oval entry wound with an abrasion color.
This is what
Soft
killed him,
palate,
for
back
sure.
of mouth. High velocity. Temporary cavity in brain tissue. Small exit wound on the occiput. How does that sound? Opinion, fatal injury.
I agree. This is what killed him, for sure.
And one last thing. We can now fill in injury number 3. Ligament mark. Opinion non-fatal. Post-mortem. Treatment.
he's proposing the bullet was the real cause of death, and the hanging an attempt to conceal this fact.
Yep.
Yes, and the belt around his neck, the hanging, even dragging him to the yard. All of it was done after this man was already dead.
I agree. Yes.
I have had my doubts since you showed me the tracks. Why did they carry him over? Why not march him, I thought. There was no satisfying explanation. There have been other signs too. Small things. We were right not to assign hanging as cause of death, as the perpetrators expected we would. No such luck for them.
Yeah, he definitely wasn't hanged alive.
That's for us to find out. But to hide something. The real killer? The real motivation? Yes, we should take a closer look at it. I am certain it has more to tell us.
This little thing could reveal much about the weapon that shot it.
Yes.
Oh, you really do. I am glad to hear you say that. Your room in the Whirling in Rags should come with a bathroom. Be sure to make use of it in the evening.
Sure thing.
We bag the corpse and carry him to the holding pen of my kinema. I can transport him to processing myself, but I will be gone for the rest of the day. Work on the case. Tend to personal matters. Try not to do anything too dangerous. An officer needs backup in a neighborhood like this.
Sure thing, bro.
I'll leave that choice to you. And one more thing. Great work, detective.
After you bag the corpse, Lieutenant Kitsuragi will leave the party until tomorrow morning. You can do side tasks, and even the main case, but it might be more difficult. Plan his exit accordingly.
Shoot, Looney Rooney.
How do you like it in the
I like it a lot, brother. This really is your finest hour. You're a genius. A regular Corporal
I mean, the choices are just insane.
Come
I love
back
it.
later, Corpo. Amuse yourself with my frank manners and my memento mori features. If possible, also, see me in your dreams.
Yeah, I'll just let him take the body. I do not want to leave the body in the even though it's well preserved. I just want to get it processed. Because the faster he goes, the faster they can do the autopsy on him, a proper autopsy, at the station.
All right. I will need a little help carrying him.
Sure thing.
You take the hands, I'll take the legs.
Well done, me. We have done it. I also think I made like 3 levels. But it was really, really nice. Really interesting. Okay, tool, clothes. Chip given to me by that guy.
The bullet is safely sealed away in a plastic bag bearing the RCM stamp. The squished little thing has no idea. I know. You should find the gun that shot this
Eat
bullet.
it.
That sounds like something a police detective would do. First, you should learn all you can about this little guy.
Got it.
Then find the gun that shot it and the person that gun belongs to. The squashed bullet has some sharp edges where the jacket has split open. It feels cold, even through the bag. You wouldn't ordinarily have cause to handle jacketed bullets. The citizens' militia uses cast bullets only. Little pebbles of metal loaded from the muzzle, usually in a cartridge.
So the crime might have been made by a pro, perhaps?
The jacket of the bullet is made of a yellowish metal. It has blossomed out to reveal a dark grey core. The base of the bullet is close to 5 millimeters in diameter. The core is lead. The brass jacket probably didn't cover the entire bullet. Otherwise, the softer metal wouldn't have expanded quite like that. You can just about make out a few striations near the base of the bullet. Little hairlines, linear. It feels standard. It's quite destroyed. Some of the fragments are still lodged in the wound. What's interesting about the bullet thus far? Exactly. A very unusual jacketed bullet. One that would have been shot from a military-grade
Oh, the blood thickens.
not from a muzzleloader like those typically found on the streets of Martinaise. Very interesting. You have an unusual military-grade bullet in your hand. Now all you need is to find a gun that could fire it.
Give it to me.
A rifle. Revolutionary period.
A rifle?
Your bullet looks to be an old 4.46 millimeter from the surplus left over from the turn of the century. Probably an antique or a retrofitted antique. The 4.46 caliber was widely used with the Belmargrave rifle, a Revacholian manufacturer. The BM dominated the battlefields of the Insulindian theater of the anti-centennial revolution 50 years ago.
Weren't there like some rifles in the basement where the fridge was?
Incidentally, you have just such a rifle with you.
Yeah.
The dusty old thing you found hidden in the basement below the commercial area. It's unusable, sadly. If it were,
Okay.
the bullet would probably fit the chamber. No, but Zeliger, a major firearm manufacturer, ended up with a surplus after the war. So there are still a lot of these old military rifles floating around, usually broken. The quality was appalling. Antiques enthusiasts, guerrilla fighters in distant countries, a few lucky jamrock bangers. You're looking for the same thing you found in that hidden weapons cache, only in working order. Back at the station, the lieutenant is standing at a counter, diligently filling out paperwork to hand over to a tired records clerk. You should share your findings with him as soon as possible.
Oh, got it.
The note is written with a blue pencil on a piece of lined office paper. The kitchen, the note. Are you serious? You sure you? Ding, ding, ding. We have a winner. According to the note, someone named Sulislav. Perhaps someone who belonged to the defunct radio computer company. Sounds like a question for a detective. Someone has scribbled. You'll find the filament memory. An intricate web of blue lines stretches across the torso of the hanged man, from the right shoulder to the solar plexus. Each time the lines intersect, a small white star is formed in their crossing. Hundreds of fading asterisks riddle his skin. Their concentration is highest around his heart. It still kind of looks like a map of the stars in the gone. For you to discover. You've gotten as far as you will without assistance. Someone who knows about history could tell you.
Someone who knows about is
It's
history.
just a racist mug. What's this?
Perhaps the woman from the library could help me. Or who is this guy?
The ship takes off like a silvery mosquito, unfolding its rotor blade arms. She mumbles, reading. Then,
Yes, a sci-fi. Me? No one. I'm just a working class woman.
if she's such a working class woman, why isn't she working?
Not all the time. Right now I'm browsing books. Even a working class woman needs something to read. It is. I know you are. What with?
What with? A lot of things. For example, people tend to go missing.
My husband? No, he's not. I don't know. At home now? Out drinking with his friends? Working?
I'm just pushing it.
Yes, but I don't really need to know where my husband is. Not all the time. No. Why are we still talking about this? I haven't lost my husband.
That guy is so weird.
No, absolutely not.
Okay, so
Are
where
you
are
a
they?
policeman or a nanny? They are not missing, sir.
You know where they are. They're at home, smoking. No, they're at a disco, getting down. Stupid disco dancing teenage.
What? That's just... My daughters are perfectly fine. They're almost grown up now anyway. They're past the age they need me protecting them from everything now. My youngest girl, Jolie, is just shy of 16. Jenny, she is turning 18 next month. Why do you need to know this? Haven't I repeatedly told you that they're not missing? There is no investigation here. I can tell you that. I don't mean to disrespect, sir, but you are being a bit of a cockatoo here. I don't even have a cockatoo. And guess what? Even if I had, it wouldn't be missing. Great.
Okay.
Nothing. Go read up on them.
Maybe you should. What if the cockatoo is your astral captain? Or your heraldic bird?
Okay.
Wonderful. The store is open.
Her hands move over the book cover. The woman before you.
That was really fun. So let me go into the library and try asking the owner regarding the tattoo. Perhaps she knows something.
Hello again, esteemed officer, and welcome to Crime, Romance, and... Okay, but please, only a few questions. Yes, the Simonees are very
I
The
already
woman
dealt with
looks
the curse.
aloof. Her features much softer. Occasionally she glances at her daughter's silhouette.
A book about cockatoos? There should be one upstairs.
Hi, Ace Detective.
Okay, let me see. I would also like to check on my finances. Let me see how much money do I have. Where could it be shown? Have -2 for my... Oh, okay, to increase my empathy, I definitely would like this. Unlock a new... What does it say? Oh, come on. Ah, okay. Got it. So I can use 1 point to unlock a new thought slot. These thoughts increase my stats, like by a lot. Which is quite cool, to be honest. I wonder if I forget, like I need to relearn it from the start. Let me test that theory. Okay, let's say I would like to forget it. Will be lost forever. God damn it. Okay. Well, I guess I need to be more careful. But does it say what it will give me, or it doesn't? Perhaps I shouldn't have just went and did everything. The hobo cup. Oh, there are a lot of thoughts. I'd like to do this to increase my empathy, because it's quite low. Oh, what does this do? Mag, this should increase my physical stats. Let me see. I think I might do this. Actually, I would like something that would increase my my morale somehow. Wait a little bit until they finish. After that, I'll decide what I'll do.
Shelves filled to the brim with crime novels featuring the supposedly stalwart
Can I see how much money do I have? Come on. Perhaps I'm missing something. Also, I want to see... Oh, so these decrease my savoir-faire. There should be something else that does that. This, okay, the pants and the shoes.
A sulfur-crested cockatoo sits on the cover. Its beak turns out that there are so many different... You don't have behavioral problems. That's garbage. You're cool.
Okay.
It's a must-have if you own a cockatoo. I've heard they're quite capricious.
I think might acquire it.
A
No
sulfur-crested cockatoo sits on the cover.
Give it to me.
You wait for the storekeeper to... It's quite a challenge. But eventually, the guide to the cockatoos is yours. Splendid effort.
Well done, me.
Shelves full of browsing. Suddenly, a particularly odd title catches your eye. It reads, High Speed Love chronicles the romance between two. Next to Irv's life story, you see, next to that.
I really must.
I think
sorry.
I already looked at them. Well, okay. So I need to find someone who knows a lot about history. Would that girl... I think, yeah, that girl who was creating figurines, I think, knew a lot about the history of this place, so she might know also about what I'm looking for. Let me equip my flashlight. There we go. Also, I can do this. I love it. Control it with the right thumbstick. It just feels great. Okay, I think she was over here. Yeah, I went up, there was this, and here she was. There we go.
Oh, it's you again. Are you looking for a die? I'm listening.
Okay,
I'm pretty
I have.
sure it still doesn't work. Sure, I'm listening. Good. I hope it clarified things a bit.
There we go. After I exit from this place, I'm going to check my quests. I do not know what else to do. Also, let me put this thing back. Yeah, I think reading books also speeds up time. I think I read this. This I'm not sure. I also have to read these. This one.
Life doesn't need to be a struggle. I'll be with you in a moment, officer.
Okay, fair enough.
Have you no shame? Whining about your back every time you bring out the measuring tape.
René, you're a man with a fork in a world of soup. Please, let's just try to enjoy the game, all right?
I'm trying to, but you keep breaking my concentration. You're old. I can see that. We're both old. Now stop grabbing your ass like it's a girl.
These manly men are playing balls. This is a ball game. No, you got this. There's the ball. You're the game.
Sure. Why not? Let's do this. This is how you do it, guys.
You are immediately surprised by the ball's lack of weight. No matter, you'll make it work. The cold metal ball is surprisingly smooth against your neck. It has a pattern on it, probably a sponsored ball. Yours would only be covered with bumps of learning and scars of victory. Already, your muscles are adjusting to the weight, the nervous system calibrating, until you and the ball have merged into a single entity. A chilly breeze ruffles your hair as you stand there, feet firmly planted. An embodiment of pure motion, a fine-tuned locomotor running at maximum efficiency.
Okay. Do it. Do it. Oh, shh. Okay.
Merde! Bordel de merde!
It wasn't mid. The shot was at least 23 meters. Probably.
What the hell is your problem?
Not a weak triceps. That's for
I
sure.
don't care if you are a cop. You do not just ruin someone's game. You vandalized our game, son. We can't play petanque with 5 pool. No, we are not good, God.
Take it easy, René. This is just a myth.
Of course there's harm done, you orange slug. You owe us a goddamn bull.
Sure.
Will this... No, it will goddamn...
Thank you, officer. This is really something. Honestly, I think it's better than our old bull, even.
Mon Dieu. All right, fine. What do you want, officer? Unfortunately, I don't. Unlike most of the locals, I have no qualms about assisting law in Martinez. The union is the law, so cop is a pejorative term. I don't have a problem with policemen. On the contrary, I admire. If I knew, I would not be afraid to tell you. Yes, the terrain here provides an interesting variety to a familiar game. Yes, it was left by heavy artillery fire. Why what? Because that's what happens when communists hijack your country, execute your supreme leadership, and turn your commies, communists, socialists, anarchists, call them what you like. They just chose the name to feel. Sadly, no. It was the foreigners who brought them to their knees. We fought valiantly. Too valiantly. Should have fought dirty, like they did with their suing. Because this place is a damn beachhead. Had to soften the commies up first. Yes, the military coordinated amphibious landing to take back Revachol. Martinez was used as one of the 3 footholds in Revachol during Operation Deathblow in O. This here is Blood Ground, where coalition boots first made landfall and cleaned those rabid dogs out.
Blood ground. You got...
Don't get me wrong, officer. I hate those foreign dogs, but damn right, son. They lit the fire of hell on the city before they stormed it. And it worked, too. The rest of the city got cleaned up, but Martinez they keep as a monument. And now the Union Socialists are practically running the place.
Well, it's your own damn fault. You, we, the coalition, Revachol, whoever you want to blame.
You don't even begin to truly understand the players on the table, let alone the specific circumstances.
Thinking men have opinions on these things. Present one.
I'm sorry it had to be them. After 8 years of fighting those hyenas, boiling cats for food and drinking piss in the mount, I would have preferred if the Right Honorable King Guillaume returned through Revachol, or even if that. Instead, all that is just, holy, and beautiful in the world was wiped away, and now it's neon signs with toothpaste ads everywhere. Foreign influence peddling garbage and stupid music on the radio.
Huh.
This is just what the commies wanted. This was their plan all along. It doesn't. That was 100 years ago. Damn Frisell. He was the king we couldn't protect. The Carabineers failed him, and the crown.
He slouches as he says that. It makes him smaller, admitting they left the king to the mob.
A true king in both blood. The suzerain is a king. Has everyone forgotten already? It's no use talking to you. You are still in Daddy's balls.
An extremely inadvisable strategy against automatic weapons. Be sure not to make the same mistake.
It's a Bell McGrave. 4.46 caliber.
His moves are quick and precise as he first checks the weapon, then aims it at...
This one's inoperable. The bolt spring is missing and the mechanism is jammed shut. Still a beauty. Where did you find her?
Should I tell him? Might gain his trust. Fine.
I'm not surprised. They are probably... As for the rifle, I don't know what else to tell you. These BM-446s are an antique. No one uses them anymore. The ammunition is impossible to find. Ah, yes!
Oh, absolutely.
A superpower! Decisively, without fear of offending the sensibilities of the frail and weak-minded among his subjects. This is something the insurgents never understood. Revachol would be a different place if more people realized that.
Don't get started on that again. What?
The Carabinier doesn't reply.
Oh, old Philip was a big fan of the purple nose candy the nobility loved so much.
You can't even take responsibility for yourself. How could you fathom the responsibility weighing on the shoulders of a ruler? That's why the Philippian kings use cocaine, for clarity of vision, to aid in their work. Regnum Philip III was even brought into this world with the help of cocaine. The court made him administer the dose to his mother when she was in labor, and it is well known that with the help of cocaine...
Please, officer, don't encourage him. Do spare us the cocaine ferry.
Right. Yes, the Debardeurs Union pays me to stand vigil during the nights. I'm an old man. Don't sleep more than a few hours every night anyway. Yes, it does. Unfortunately, I wasn't working that night. Being on it's a private matter.
You see, officer, René is the kind of man would rather die than admit he needs medical assistance.
I'm fine, goddammit. Mind your own business. No one. The bus has been unmanned since last Monday. There's no other guard. Yes.
1 week? That's weird.
It's not actually an issue. I mean...
Look, officer. The container yard doesn't actually need a guardsman. Never had one before, René.
The possibility of someone being in there is enough to discourage any...
Evrard created this job for René because he knows the Royal Carabiniers' pension of honor and PTSD isn't something a man can live off. A decorated kingsman collecting tear reflects bad on the whole neighborhood. His words.
Look, officer, can we conclude the topic of my guard boost now? She is nobody.
Probably his daughter.
This is none of your concern.
The lady is Jeanne-Marie Beaulieu, and she sure as hell wasn't a nobody.
Okay.
Yes, yes. Like I said, it would be up anyway, so might as well...
What's this? We're getting reports of normal, reasonable, temperate political opinions somewhere in Martinez. The air suddenly feels calmer. More, it's time to become a citizen of the Kingdom of Conscience. I knew we could trust you. Remember, real democracy is just around the corner for Revachol.
Now I'm going to try and do that.
The purity of snow always reminds me of the purity of a man's...
Actually, let me check my inventory first. And see if I have some clothes that increase my composure. Or something that decreases my composure. Nothing that increases it. Composure. Want composure +1. Yeah, I guess I need to roll with it.
The purity of snow always reminds me of...
All you observe.
This is the unit.
Don't you mean?
You do not speak...
There's something you missed. You'll get to it.
Yeah, I'm not going to do any loading, because that would be scummy. My guy failed it, he failed it. Hopefully in the future, my guy will do it right. Oh, what do we see? What's that?
Just an ordinary wall. Nothing to...
Guess I go down this way, right? Oh, it's locked. Got it. Which one was the skill that... Okay, so interfacing was the skill that increased my chances to pick locks, right? Yeah, okay. Let me see if I have something that increases my interfacing skill. No. +1. Yeah. Let me give it a shot then. Bonus from thoughts. Okay. And eye coordination, reaction speed, perception. Okay. Let's try it now. I'm going to put everything just to see if I can. If this is doable. Oh, I guess I need the key to open it. Because if I cannot open it with 12 to the lock-picking skill, then I guess I can. Let me talk to this kid as well. Out of curiosity.
Are you trying?
Apparently, she doesn't like people standing behind her back.
Pigs come to take me out? Trying to snuff me out? Then why are you sneaking up on me like that?
Okay. Wait, can I enter this? No. I just remembered that I had something to discuss with Kuno. I found a note in the basement of the building. In the basement of the library, actually, of this building. So let's see what he knows about that. Also, there's someone at the top of the building that I'm living in. I should talk to her as well.
Fuck does Kuno care? The fuck good call, Pigmeister. Don't come in. Yeah? The kingdom of Kuno? Yeah, whatever. Kuno doesn't give a shit. Kuno's Kuno, pig? Yeah?
Watch out! Help!
Help!
Everyone can hear. You need to get the hell out of here.
Help!
Escalate!
Pigs in here in Kuno! So
Nip it in the bud before it gets completely out of hand. Right on his cheek. Just a light tap.
help! He's flashing Kuno. No.
Help! The pig's gagging it!
You did this to yourself when you untucked. No! Get off Kuno, you sick fat fuck! Look, I know you wanted to hit me. You got that, I'm gonna fuck that Kuno up look. The Kuno's dad gets. The murder look. The rage look. I know what you thought. I'm gonna fuck that Kuno up. You're nothing. You're a joke.
Kuno turned you in. Bitch, you're gonna be in this.
A peepo is a type of hat, by the way.
You don't talk to me about my fucking peeper. You don't know where I come from.
Okay. Kuno is kind to his bitch. Ask your questions.
Click, click, click.
Meaning, there's been a change in some kind of evil clockwork. There will be consequences.
The fuck do you... Good call, Pigmeister. Yeah. The kingdom of... Yeah, whatever. Kuno doesn't give a shit.
Anyway.
Kuno
Okay, so he doesn't have any new input. Let me check one more time on the... not on the thoughts, but on the quests. Okay. Got it. So probably if I pass the empathy check, then I can buy the pants from him. I already asked him, but I'll try again. About them for this. Okay, got it. Got it. Understood. And read about the book. Got it. Okay, let's try talking to him.
Fuck does Kuno care? The fuck about it? Fuck are you talking?
He says you're stupid, Kuno. They want to make you stupid again.
Oh, did Kuno make your shit sniffing harder? Obstruction of... Kuno doesn't give a shit about the armor. That fucking had one thing majorly wrong with him. He's a fucking mutant. Do you remember how he looked? Fucking growth hormone shit. Kuno doesn't give a shit about that freak armor. Kuno threw that shit away.
He threw it? Wait, what?
Kuno tried to get the helmet on. It was too big. Kuno kicked that shit in the sea, rugby style. That shit means nothing to Kuno. Kuno tried to get the helmet on. Kuno kicked that shit in the sea. Yeah? That shit means... You wanna fuck on someone about that armor? Go fuck the mustached union fuck. The jolly troubadour shit at the gate.
Troubadour... Okay.
Yeah, cocking boot. You know that jolly union cow fucker?
Oh.
Came around talking about cows or some shit. Came around pretending. So yeah, he's the one you want to talk to. He's fucking... You're testing...
Get lost,
Kuno...
Okay, that was interesting. Just going to have a look. Probably I'll just need to find that guy, whoever he is, and talk to him first. Also, he couldn't have thrown the armor that far, but what do I know? And he probably couldn't have carried it in the first place. Okay, so I think there were some small bugs, as you have seen with the sky, the clouds. They
Now
appeared
it's
and
turning
disappeared.
into a kind of a snow limbo.
Okay, my guy really doesn't have empathy at all. There we go. What is this? Okay, let me check the quest once more. Got it. Okay, got it. So, up by Wednesday, I should be able to... Oh, look, I have communist, fascist, ultra-liberal, and moralist. Good cop, bad cop. Honor, people killed. I killed 3 people? Wait a second, what? When did I kill anyone? I don't think I did. Superstar cop, I like it. That's the main thing I'm going for. I like it. Prison competition. Oh, where is the one with the armor? Oh, I want to see it. Who put the clothes? No. Clothes on by the... There we go. Go to the harbor gates. Ask the Jolly West. The harbor gates. Oof. I think I also have some sort of a map. Let me check it. There we go. Martinez, Waterfront Fisherman Shacks, the church. There's a church. Wait a second. Is it possible to perhaps fast travel even though I know it's cheaper? No, there is. Okay. Guess I should explore more the top left corner of the map. So I'm going to go there, I guess. Wait, who is this guy? Oh, yeah, they're protesting. Good for them. So I might unlock a new thought process. There was something related to empathy. I mean, I could also increase it like this. Let me see, empathy is here. Oh yeah, okay. So I'll definitely need to use a thought process to increase my empathy. Because otherwise, it's going to be rough. Element solution. Oh, learning cap for endurance raised to 4. To be honest, I think I already have 4. Do not really understand what it does, how it helps me. I think this might be the one that goes out. So endurance learning cap raised to 4. Mine is already 4 by default, so... Wait, what? Oh, raised to 4. They updated it. It was only 2. I got it. Intriguing. If I remove it, it remains at 2. Endurance... It's quite important. I would also like to find something for volition, a thought process, but unfortunately you cannot know what you're going to get. So I'm going to wait on these two. So this will remain because it increases something that is crucial to me, endurance. So yeah. I'd also like to find perhaps one with empathy. Perhaps that might be the one. But we are going to see. As I said, I'm going to check on the top left part of this town. Oh wait, what? Okay, it's locked. Got it.
A sturdy metal door. The door rattled.
Stop banging on the door! Doesn't matter.
From within comes the faint sound of a broom sweeping across the concrete.
The police? No. I'll go check the backyard door.
Backyard door? There must be another entrance to the east.
Got it. Understood. Here is where this one was, and she told me that I would need a police badge in order for her to give me more information.
You're back. Good. That's the man who was killed. I'm afraid this is a discussion for once we've cleared the lynching question. Better not tie the fourth day to the bat's day on this. I hope you have. And how did you like Mr. Clare? Oh, come on now. He has his uses. How else would he have stayed in corruption? That's how he's done. Of course. I don't expect you to share anything he told you with me. I'm not a verm myself. How could I stop you? Are we not human? Are we not curious to hear another person's take? It's only natural.
If I would tell her that...
Gossiping.
Yeah, I don't want people to know that I lost my freaking gun.
Oh. So very, very helpful. And how is that going? Do you have any leads on that gun? Did he now? Well, then it should be any day now. Unless, of course, he's lying. Of course, Detective. Until then, is there anything I can help you with?
I don't think I should have told her that I lost my gun. Basically, everyone knows now.
The streets will flow red once more. A great torrent rushing down Rue de Esperance. I'm Cindy the fucking Skull. What else do you want to know? Date of birth, blood type, the last time I was tested for Hep C. And here I was trying to be polite. Just can't win with you.
That isn't a fresh paint smell coming from the wall. She's using heavy fuel oil. The lieutenant is desperately searching for another handkerchief. Hatred, disgust, it's difficult to tell which of the two. The woman on the boat does not notice her staring.
That Ozon her. Someone's got to keep an eye on her.
Ozon is an archipelago 2 days' travel away from Rivershore.
On a first-name basis with her, are we? Piggy's moving up in the world. Have you got a crush on her? Aching for an... Can't you tell? I haven't really started it yet. I'm waiting for the right words. Have you ever tried your hand at graffiti-o? When faced with a blank wall, most people write unimaginative stuff, like pigs go home, and Mono is here. We rarely see pigs round here, though. This place is severely lacking in havoc. I thought I'd mix it up. Yeah?
She's a kid, but facing a... I don't know. This is okay. We need to have some freedom.
Thanks. I'm sure the inspiration will... I ain't no snitch. Watch your back.
Fine, Cindy, sure. Whatever you say. Oh, I think I see. So the one that I have, it's 17 reals. It's right next to the hour. I got it. Finally. I think I might spend my skill points to increase my thought cabinets because, as you have seen, they're quite potent. I might. I didn't say I will. So I'm still considering my options. Oh, there's the guy. Hello, dude.
Welcome to Rivachol.
This man looks like trouble. You might not want to get into this right now.
Oh, I'm just a simple camionnaire, a father of three, and a Rivachol patriot. Just the truth.
His physique reeks of heavy motor oils. His breath smells of high tar contents.
It's about not the most popular topic nowadays.
Not sheep, ostriches. Actually, neither ostriches or sheep bury their heads in the sand. It's just a saying.
Whatever, go back to your college class, Pino.
People who've studied these things say that we are superior by design. So, naturally, we
I can really
Occidentals
tell.
should be in charge.
You're a prime example of superior
Obviously,
design.
you can see
Ooh.
the merits in that. So, lately we Occidentals have experienced an unfortunate downturn when the problem? The damn kips are showing a real good game lately. Same with the mosquitoes and all the other introduced species out there. It's what the kips of Boogie Street are going for, right under our noses. It's true. Also, you need to realize the dangers of mixing races. Go right ahead. Oh man, that's great. God damn. Thanks for that, but no, it's not mine. Oh, not much anymore. I'm here to pick up some cargo, but the strike, they've been at it for a while. A month, 2 months maybe. But this here is just the last week or so. Apples. Yeah, apples.
He's given you the runaround. Let's be honest, you were bested.
Oh, not much anymore. The strike. Apples. Yeah.
He's given you the runaround.
Wait, what is this building? I'm not sure I went into it. No, I haven't. So this is my first time. Wait, what? I passed right next to it.
The tear machine stands in the corner. A sign says, 1 bottle equals 10 cents.
No. You need...
Oh, so she might have a tape.
You see
so we can do
several
karaoke.
packaged rank. The packages are small, discreet, sloppily stacked.
So savoir faire, I think this yeah. So let's unequip this and the pants.
You see several packaged raincoats.
Give it to
the
me.
girl delves into the magazine. Oh no.
Did you? I mean, I didn't just see a middle...
The clerks.
I mean, fucking with Frit is...
Oh, it's cheesy, but I'm going to do it. I don't care. I want it.
You see several packaged raincoats. The girl delves.
I mean, fucking with Frit is...
One more time, I don't care. I refuse to live without taking
You
this.
see several packaged The girl
There we
delves
go.
into them, down onto one knee, pretending to do up a shoelace.
What is what? If you want to buy one, then it's only...
The sloppy stacking makes it more difficult to discern the missing one. You will be safe.
Ooh, I think I acquired a raincoat, right? But what does this do? Yeah, this is way cooler. Ooh, what's this? Hello there.
Welcome to Frit. Feel free to...
What's that magazine she's reading?
You mean this?
Oh, okay.
This is Pop Stars. It's got...
Looks like it also has something called Police de la Mode, featured on page 34. This speaks to you.
It's where they rate different outfits famous people wear. It's kind of funny. They're kind of mean. It's about who's the most stylish.
Who's the number one guy in there right now, and how does he look like this? And does he look like this? Yeah, let's go with this.
No. I don't like it. I hate it. I don't know. Frit? A 7 to 11 grocery store? I think they think that the extra T makes it funkier.
The story goes that normal Fritta, with 2 T's, a men's workwear shop in Vredefort, was already taken. So when Fritt...
Okay. I'm not really supposed to be chatting to anyone. A warehouse? I don't know.
She looks up.
Fine. Frit doesn't have a warehouse. Just a little back room here. Okay? I don't really... Not really. No. I didn't know him at all. I don't know, really. Uh-huh.
A small cabinet on their logo is the Bloodless.
Just ask me if you need anything from Saint Baptiste. I don't really know what Hypnogamma is. No.
Nosifed heals +1 health. Dramine heals +3 health.
Okay.
Magnesium heals +1 morale. Hypnogamma heals +3 morale.
Nice.
Saint Baptiste. Saint Baptiste.
She is right. Saint Baptiste, the company, derives its name from Saint Baptiste, the city, itself so named.
Got it. I thought I would be able to buy a tape. But at least I got a raincoat, so I did get something. Let's go out. Put flashlight in low light areas. That's fair. Go and see if I can talk to anyone. And also, what is that door?
A lorry stuck. The windows are clear. They've been recently washed. Fumes of heavy fuel oil waft over you. The driver has adorned the side walls with a substantial collection. A large metal pendant hangs from the rear view mirror. The pendant features a sun. It is a seal of Royalist era reverence. The back end of the cabin is a...
Oh, I think he's looking for a fight.
Bastards! We have a right to work! Hold up and stay frosty if...
You here to fuck with us? Beat the honest worker down. We're here to fight for a cause. Stripes usually have problems with people who have causes.
Should I just... Yeah.
Ha! Couldn't handle us. Besides, we're not that different. It helps if people see us talking, cops and strikebreakers together. Rights of people, rights of workers, to have gainful employment. Might be time. Don't let the fat bastards tread on you. Cop, I don't trust cops, but I can see you understand the right to work! Right to... Maybe you should ask them the questions, like why we're not allowed to make a living here.
Shame on you!
We have families to feed, you piece of shit.
So do we, Scab.
When a bunch of ungrateful, lazy cockroaches can't get their act together, decide to pull... Beats me. They mumble nonsense about boardrooms and workers' rights, while we have the right to...
There's something odd in the way he carries himself. His set of clothing looks vaguely mismatched. The different pieces of the attire seem ill. His shirt is far too small and an unpleasantly tight fit, while the overalls
He's an agitator, I think.
seem to fit a man with much. He ignores your question, choosing instead silence is the answer. There's something off here, but he won't say what.
Honest men and women with rights to work, to be useful, not toys for corporate interest. We came here to help the harbor run smoothly in time of crisis. If union fucks don't want work, they ought to let in those who do want work. We were promised work. We'd be in there, working. If the main gate's locked, would take heavy ordnance to bust it open. And try to get... And I don't mean the scrawny mess punk either. I mean head measurer. Huge Seminese guy standing up there on the overhead passage. Won't let anyone by. The access panel is right there. Bad. Standing on a narrow bridge, he's got a strategically advantageous... I don't know how the Union has a trained killer up there. But that one's no joke. And my men are tired and hungry. They're workers. Like civilized folk, you mean?
Yeah.
These native fucks. Wait! They might go home eventually, or get drunk. Unexpected situation, but we hope.
You escaped now? I was just messing with you. No one's ever seen a cop scab. Imagine, you cops going on a strike, but then another cop comes in and says, let us cop for less money. Speaking of, what brings the RCM here? To the wild north? Come to see the strife? The little boy had the good on his promise. To get me into trouble. To sick the pigs on me. But I was asked to look into that armor situation. Official union probe, you know. At first I thought, why not? Maybe the pieces can feed the strike. Buy us a few more days under the sun, you know? So I went to this boy. He said he'll make me his prison bitch. He's got eyes everywhere, and the cops in his pocket, and he's the king of Jamrock. Serves me right for doing menial footwork. I dropped that probe right then and there, and it still got me into trouble. One bad move is all it takes. I learned that people don't want to talk to a drunk union man about some armor. Not much. Technical stuff mostly. That was the interesting part. It's a minor nuisance. It's all good. I did some research into this armadura. Let's say I have friends at the library. In parts. 4 in total.
Okay.
The helmet was the first to go. The kid says he tore it off and kicked it into the sea. I believe him. So, as I count, there are 2 parts missing. The gauntlets and the cuirass. This is where I left off. Too much hassle. More like a job for some... I guess you won't be collecting them all then. That's less work for you at least. Oh, they're just gone. They don't exist anymore, if they ever did at all. Forget about them. I did. Smart choice. It's only that one spot you need armored too. The one the bullet hits. Good luck if you go for those boots though. You'd have an easier time wresting the spurs off a boyadero than getting them off him. No problem. If you see that kid, thank him from Call Me Mañana. Thank him for showing me the way. The mercenary, eh? Who could have killed him? That's indeed the question. Why even do such a thing? What a thought! Why would noble workers resort to such a thing? Your dead guy was an enemy combatant. He was an agent of the opposition, attempting to... I ain't the murdering type, but that's just me. Large organizations like our... No problem. I wish the best to you in your search. Sure, I'm glad it's... Sure thing, my friend. I can help you out.
The coin lands into your hand as if it has always belonged there.
Always glad to help out the RCM. Shame I can't... You know, the winter's fat is slowly running out and all. Still better than scabbing, though. I'm always glad to help out when possible.
The 15th Indo tribe. Because there was. The 15th Indo tribe was comprised of 8 kids from Forberg and North Jamrock, running from wild dogs in the valley, hiding scents under rocks, and stealing clothes off clotheslines, and sometimes even the copper wiring of phone lines. You may have been one of them.
This is for savoir-faire. To be honest, I think I already have... Yeah. So this one can go for sure. I'm going to remove it. Where do we have the thoughts? Over here. So this one, goodbye. Yep. This could be interesting. What else do we have? I'd like to go with this one, I guess. Wait a second, in order to forget. For 1 point, god damn it. Well, that sucks. I guess I'm simply going to unlock a new one then, rather than forget that one, right? But still, that sucks. I already talked to him, right? Let's
Right to work.
US Cap now? I would imagine. Speaking of, what brings to get? I was at first, so I went. Serves me right for doing menial. It's a minor nuisance. I learned that not much. I did some in parts, so I guess you won't be collecting them all then. That's less work. Oh, they're just gone. Smart choice. Good luck if you go for those boots, though. No problem. Sure thing, my friend.
The coin lap.
Always glad. You know, the win. Nothing to work. I'm always glad to help out. The mercenary, eh? Who? What a thought. Your dead guy was an enemy combatant. It was an I ain't the murdering type. No problem.
The 15th Indo tribe.
Or wait, I guess I could have simply stopped it, right? God damn it, let me reload and stop the thought, since I know what it does. Come on, let's do it fast. Oh no. I think on A I stop it, right? There we go. And did it cost? It didn't cost me anything. Nice. Okay, so I can get it. Okay. Just do a quick save, and we're good.
US Cap now? I imagine. Speaking of, what? I was at first, so I went. Sir, it's a not much. I did in part, so I guess you. Oh, they're just gone. Smart choice. Good luck if you go for those boots, though. No problem. Sure thing, my friend. Always glad. You know, the winter. I'm always glad to. The mercenary, eh? What if you're? It was an 8. I ain't the. No problem.
I did another quick save just to see what the thought will give me. I think in 1 minute it should unlock.
The file cabinets, the drawers.
I think I already checked that. Anything else here?
The payphone. Rusting control panel.
I think what I'd like to do is talk to those guys. So let me get back there.
This is the night.
Oh yeah, I need to jump if I want to get there. Okay. So how much time would it take until I unlock the new thought? Does it say? 1 minute. Okay. Yeah, this is what I want to be. Can I talk to this person? I guess not.
Your body betrays your degeneracy.
Yeah, Measurehead. His body totally betrays his degeneracy.
Are you admiring my morphophysiology? It must be frightening to stand in the shadow of this racial pinnacle. Be calm, Sandwich. You are not. What is this androgynous display of sexual maturity?
Merely standing up makes you sweat profusely.
Stop it. This display of weakness may appeal to older women.
Jean-Luc, his body is betraying his degeneracy pretty hard. Maybe you can ask him to leave.
You have succumbed to Al-Ghul. You reek of it. An invisible sword, yes. Al-Ghul is an ancient Ilmaran.
Intentionally fermented drinks have existed for...
This is a fabrication the alchemists of Yizot and Bashir and their Rolam Al-Ghul have fed your people. Why don't you have another drink?
Oh yeah, Measurehead.
Your mouth moves, but the Occidental Haplogroup B4 is done giving orders around here. The influence of the Sandwich race is waning.
You know what, boy?
Jerking motions, signs of a late state. You gave the world eugenics, electricity, and powerful weapons of war like missiles and iron. You dominated lesser cultures. You will be superseded.
It is, baby, yeah. You know it.
Enough with this begging. You should bring your troops to the Simonine Islands and to Boogie Street, and we will pulverize you. The walls will be lined with bottles of Al-Ghul, your beloved beverage. Inside, we will store the odes to homosexuality you call art, and your micro...
The man looks...
You are not Santiago. Santiago is not you. Don't be vulgar. White, Mr. Claire is a man of vision, and also, to serve is noble. It takes discipline. Your pet jam, individualism. You have... Rock and roll is moribund. Only coicus list. I am not surprised you enjoy it so much. This has happened to many of the South Island race. Haplogroup A4A. We are the rightful man. We are the future. I am a descendant. The narrow streets of Ulumbuir are with me in my genetic dreams. No. I have heard about it on the... I'm from Couronne. And no, it is not. You have heard enough about our phylogenetic secrets for today. I am not the first line of defense. The hardy manlets are on the pay of the company. Now leave me be.
He does not so much as glance at the object.
Stop showing me your pathetic cup. I have no interest in it. Racists are generally not very good examples of their race.
Welcome to Revachol. You hear him yell at a redhead.
I am not like them. I am craniometric perfection. I have taken the trouble to permanently draw a phrenologic. You exhibit forward projection of the jaw, indicative of schizophrenia. and sexual inaccountability. From a purely aesthetic standpoint, the dimple in your jaw it is impossible to see any more of your bone structure. This leads me to conclude you are not a police officer. Your racial heritage is uninteresting.
Okay, let me... Wait, I cannot save before. Okay, let's see what it does.
Lonesome, long way home. Here we go. Home awaits. Walk past Station 41 and through the market, past the Boogie Street spearhead to the other side of the lake, the frozen eye at the center of the district. Then past the video rental store on the corner. There, at the end of a street lined with pine trees, a small house no larger than a match.
50 seconds. Speed gives you 5. Let me read once more, because if it says if I reach 5 to my perception I also receive 1 to psych, then I think I'm actually going to do it. Let me read once more what the thought is saying. So learning cover percentage is 5. Speed gives 1 psych. Probably speed is some sort of a drug, I guess. Yeah, I think I misunderstood. Let me reload the save. Oh yes, I really want to reload it and stop the thought. It's not useful to me. Yeah, you can stop. Nope. I said you can stop. This will probably increase my imagination. Get in the clouds. Some kind of superstar. Kingdom of Conscious. Will probably increase something related to my guy's intellect. This I think will increase something related to my physics, my physical attributes. Let me see. Conscience, direct. This will probably increase something related to my intellect. This sounds the most promising. Do a quick save. This guy doesn't have anything useful to say. I think I'm going to go back and jump down. What I would like would be something that increases my volition, a thought process. That would be amazing. Can I jump down? Dude, can you jump down, please? Come on. What was that, the one-time thing, and I cannot jump again? Because that would suck. Ooh, so I guess my way is barred by this thing, so I can move it forward so I can pass. Let's do it.
A rust in control. The crane does not return to its no screech of metal when you...
Or I can simply go like this. Yeah, this works too. Also, what is here?
Oh, hey, mister. I knew you'd be back to talk with... No trouble at all, mister. No trouble at all.
Talk to Everett.
You're back before the cargo container. The container door appears unmoved by your attempt at flap. The door does not respond to your advances. No reply. The knock produces a hollow ring of metal. You attempt to turn the handle, to no avail.
Yeah, it's impossible to open it. There's also a panel nearby? No. Probably it's just a sign. Come on, you can. There we go.
Let me handle this. Detective disorientated. Are you still wondering where you are?
Her entire character has shifted. This young woman is cold as ice.
That's right. I am not a gardener. I'm a legal counsel, so let's get to it. You're looking for Titus Hardy? You think he has information? That's Titus. Talk to him. But know this. I'll be keeping an eye on you. No strong arming. Not like I already told you. I'm a legal counselor. Do you have... I am being aggressive? Listen, you moral and unlucky. You are part of a mob, enforcing the unlawful privatization of Revachol.
Fuck yeah.
So ask what you came to ask, or get back to your commanders. No one is emotional here. Do your job. What are we going to do to you? The union isn't going to do anything.
Goddamn right it is.
If anything, it is the RCM who do. What you want is of no significance.
Fine, fine. Yes, this is Titus. Let's talk to him.
This is where you say your bed.
He and his men carry themselves like giants. You'll need to prove your mettle to be taken seriously.
Hey, dipshit. You hard of hearing or something? The boss man's talking to you.
What, is he fucking kidding? This guy high or something?
Hey, asshole, up here. We're talking to you.
You hear that, boys? Looks like the art. You don't get to tell me what to do.
You might want to start asking your questions now.
Do a head count first. Connect these men to the tracks you saw in the yard. Starting from the right. Boot size 44. Blonde man. In his 30s. Overbearingly masculine. Wants the world to know he's a macho man. Sitting on his right. Standard working boots. Size 45 or 46. Across at the other table. Hobnailed working boots. And then standard working boot. Steel reinforced. The emblem on his vest says Rowing Club. In the far corner, standard working boot. Steel reinforced toes. Size 44 on his neck. Forget it. Let's call this one the musician. Size 41 with the light step.
Ooh.
Not a child, after all. An older man with a rat face, mean, watery eyes.
I think this
and
is what we
two front
found.
teeth missing.
I think we found some marks, some boot marks, the size of 41, near the crime scene.
In the middle, heaving and wheezing. Big guy. Boot size 46. Deep marks.
Okay.
Probably carried the victim over. He alone is 130 kilos. Add the man in armor, and you awful smell. His feet stink from all the way over there, despite having boots on. In conclusion, these 7 are the actors on the crime scene. The footprints were theirs.
My guy is
but
like
there's a discrepancy.
Boss.
Exactly. You've stood there for about 4 seconds, not saying anything.
The fuck is with you, fella? What are you talking about, man? Or what? You want to be the 8th?
Actually, boss, we've been talking and we think she could maybe...
She? So there's an 8th Hardy, and it's a Hardy girl.
Ah.
Who might it be? Elizabeth? The gardener?
Shut the fuck up, Glenn! I do the
Sorry, boss.
So, you're not just here to swing your big dick. You're here for the pretty boy.
They love him, boss.
Evidence. Show them you have it. It doesn't have to be conclusive.
Container belt, like we use in the harbor? Because we took it from the harbor where we work. Then we went out back and we did this together. All of us.
There's a catch hidden somewhere. He didn't confess so that you could take them all away. It's too simple.
There is no catch. These 7 honest men have all equally come forth to tell you what happened, so that you don't waste any more of your time.
How many people have you sent to the Shays?
Chaise électrique is the method of capital punishment.
Oh, electric chair, got it.
Under the coalition.
Or send them to Reunion to rot. For 20 years.
The River Esperance Correctional Facility, a military prison run by the coalition, dubbed Reunion by the inmates. The origin of the name is unknown.
Oh, so you are just a simple, well-meaning man, eh?
The fucker got what was coming to him.
Are you deaf? There will be no singling anyone out. Do you think you could do that? Do you think you could arrest them all? That's for the courts in Les Jardins to decide. What you can do right now is you don't have to keep answering his question.
I know, Lizzie. Relax. We killed him last Sunday night. Seemed like a
So
good
she's the
way
boss
to
for
end
sure.
the
Yeah.
week.
Known him?
Yeah.
Quiet. He came around about 3 weeks ago when that Pines cow first sailed into town. No, I mean the Pines cow. The stupid.
Why don't you ask her about the pretty boy? I'm sure she has.
That's enough insinuation for today, Titus.
Why? 'Cause he was worthless mercenary scum. And he stepped out of line. The kind that shows up when you start a strike.
A live grenade. Right here.
I can't prove it, but I know he was sent by the Wild.
Cause one night he walked straight up to the mic and said, "I'm RNA's goddamn special forces." Yeah, really. Had a gin and tonic up.
We couldn't believe it either, but he fucking did. Right there.
Wrong. He harassed women, raped one, harassed workers to kill us all if we don't open the gate.
Yeah, he said it was his favorite joint now. Started to come in here. Yeah. This girl's on the mic. A beautiful girl, young. Gets into the show me your cunt. Why don't you show me your cunt? Then
Aren't you fucking listening? My man is
Yeah, me and Eugene got around. Aren't you fucking listening?
No. You're not getting the name.
There's nothing you can do for now. He's stonewalling you.
We hanged him up by his...
Didn't they teach you anything at the cop school?
We... Look, I'm not...
That definitely caught him off guard. In comes number 2 to take care of it.
Yeah, I knocked him out. Came up behind him and clapped him in the back of...
That's right, lawman. And then we hanged the fuck.
My fucking elbow, Copper.
Samuran boxing, or Sambo, is an eloquent...
Right fucking here.
yeah, man, weren't you listening?
Titus is solid as a rock, and so are a few others. But Elaine, who looks like he might be Titus's right-hand man, the least antsy of the bunch. This little rat-faced fellow is solid too. Him neither. Mostly keeps to his tomato juice, or...
Okay. Got it.
No. Of course he's having trouble breathing.
Fuck off, Shanky.
Keep your eye on this powerful guy. Sooner or later, he's going to break like a piece of twig.
And fuck you too, Copper. Picking on Angus like this.
This one is a stone wall. You won't get more out of them about the night.
Like what, Copper? Huh? How the fuck do I know? And
This line of questioning is over. You got the cause of death already? Hanging. If there's nothing. Your investigation here is done. You should go back to Jamrock to...
yes, run home. Lonely, rent a cop. Real law official. You still on about that? Well,
It's bound to happen again, you know? Just statistics.
Wow.
Why don't you go home and log it into evidence?
you know what I think? I think he was shot in the head as a kid.
Around the bullet, man. That's a good one.
Shit! I probably did shoot him.
Yeah, Glenn likes to shoot.
Before? After?
Never been worried in my life. Again.
Good one, Titus.
Yeah, lawman.
Not in the...
The little rat-faced man reaches into his sleeve. Guns are stocked between the belts. No such luck. Even he had, from the back of the room, a little pop. You hear the brass button. This is where the first shot will come from.
Wise move. You about fucking time.
Wait, can I talk to him again? Yes, I can. Okay.
I've got nothing to say to you. I am not.
You could be Liz. You could be anything.
Even Ahmad? Glenn, I went to law school.
He's right. With a face like that, she could be on the cover of Le Debutante International. The cold look in her eyes speaks. It's not her. She's not a hardy girl. Definitely.
So these guys for sure took them there. Took the body and hanged him. But I do not know who their leader was.
Just a moment.
She's agitated, judging from the way she keeps pulling.
And there's no public.
The closest phone booth is down the
It's fine, I understand. Thank you anyway. I'm glad to see you again. Please don't trouble yourself about me, sweetie. The union office probably has a phone, but I can't really. The manager was vague.
Why would he be vague about phone problems? This is something.
To let the young woman who's house sitting for us know that we may be delayed. Morel, my husband, and I was also hoping she'd heard from Morel. That's just it. This isn't like him, but you have more important things. Just some field work, sweetie. Morel, but they should have returned by now.
The water lock. That was broken. Could this be it?
Oh, sweetie. Gary's as loyal as... Oh, my. What happened to the water? Well, whatever the cause, Listen, sweetie, I hate to ask, but if your investigation happens to take... And if you see him, let him know Lena is waiting for him. Oh, you're such a dear. Oh, yes. It's really just a subfield of zoology. Searching for such species called cryptids is difficult and often thankless. And frankly, oh dear. Well, one other thing. We'll be celebrating our
She's skipping over some important parts. Perhaps you'll find out more later.
I hope I've been useful. Oh, sweet.
She was about to launch into an impassioned description.
Well?
Ah, yes. Phasmatode.
Hence it's named the... of course.
Enthusiasm is what...
I suppose I have something... Oh, I doubt it. Yes, it can blend in almost perfect.
That's not special at all. Of course it blends in.
Oh, dear. I'm afraid Morel can explain it all much better. Surely things can't be that bad? You know where we are, right? That's right. Yes, indeed. We are in the fine city of Revachol. The new. Much has changed. Speaking of history, you know what year it is, yes? You're joking. That's right, dear. How splendid. Here, take this pen.
Her relief is palpable. She was getting...
I can tell that this is taxing for you, so I'll just ask one more question. What regime are we living under? What mode of government?
Famous foreigners and women. Yeah, this is the one.
Nope. Sadly not. Revachol is what's called a zone of control, under an alliance of Oh dear. But we should stop for today, sweet.
She's scared now. She's realized you really are brain damaged.
You were doing quite well up until the end there. It does look like a defeat, I'm afraid. It has something to do with someone more educated in these things than me.
That's a good point. This doesn't look like Rich Central.
Yes, officer. You look rather dead.
She nods, but... some kind of superstar. They say the world isn't ready for a rock and roll cop. No one wants their state monopoly on violence to be mixed with celebrity worship. They claim to know it would be dangerous for detectives to rise to the ranks of demigods and have sexual encounters with barely legal cover girls. It would...
This one is interesting. So logic decreased now. Can increase my suggestion. Visual calculus. Okay, let me make up for the lost logic. This is intriguing. Visual calculus. Well, perception I don't care, and also electrochemistry. Okay, I guess this thought isn't that bad. Especially since it increases the suggestion, which is definitely something that I would like to increase. This is low, it's still in the making. What else do we have? Magnesium based. Okay. Yeah, I think I'm fine with this stuff. So I'm going to save.
The man ponders his cooking. The mention of mañana gets his attention. The man says a couple of sentences in that strange... Or, of course, vodka. Turning it up seems like a danger. He smiles, nodding vigorously, then pours half a bottle of vodka into the pot. With a whistle, he smiles and nods enthusiastic. He looks up. Shrugging is an international sign.
Physique -1 to morale, okay. 1 to psych, -1 to health. I also need to find some money because right now...
Can I help you? Got the 20 real? Then why are you
absolutely in the question?
I think I'm going to go to the pawn shop after this and try to sell some of my stuff.
The door is closed. Still not.
Could I perhaps enter in his room? No. Place. Yeah, I'm going to go to the pawn shop and see what I can get. Oh, what is this?
There are clothes.
Don't be shy.
You find the box smells like cat.
Economical, but also trendy. You keep coming back. That's good.
Something cold grazes your hand. Synthetic.
Good choice, officer. Mega sporty.
You see 2 lowly, defeated speakers.
I can see you've a taste for luxury.
These once respectable speakers. A small heat emboss on the veneer read.
No, don't look at the speakers, officer. Look at the sneakers. The sneakers are... These, officer? These speakers are...
Samaran trash. That sounds like they're from the Samaran peoples.
No way, officer! These aren't for sale. They're bad speakers. Low-fi socialist junk. Well, if you... But see, they are the... If, on the other hand, you wanted to buy the sneakers too, I could maybe throw in...
A pair of Faun Ultras. Dedicated, victorious, sporty. These...
Those sneakers, mister. Those sneakers...
Only? That's madness.
Yeah, 50, it's quite too much.
You see, as the name, Sil.
Happy shop every year?
You feel a twitch in your index fingers. There's a finger shootout of brewing.
Don't shoot, officer! Have we got an arrest here or just a shakedown? Of course, I'll come quietly. But perhaps I could convince you to arrest some of my wares, officer. With your money, maybe... You mean these delicious pre-packaged shelf-stable meal kits? No problem.
Wait. Humanex. Humanitarian aid.
What? Look, officer. I'm just only the coolest goods in. I'm an entrepreneur. Good joke.
You glance around the decrepit building.
It's beautiful. Beautiful freedom. That's right. No permits, no bureaucracy. That's why they say, my man, officer, you make all...
Gossamer is a fine, filmy substance consisting of cobwebs spun by small spiders, seen especially in autumn. It's safe to say he's referring to the near absence of regulations.
Yeah, that's the main thing. No need for discounts at ceilings, officer. Everything's on anything for you. Me?
This man probably comes from Seaguy, sometimes known as the Apricot Suzerainty, an archipelago in the Samaran.
Sea guy, apricot suzerainty, it's all the same to me.
Let me see if I have something that can increase my rhetoric. Conceptualization, reaction. No, okay. Yeah, I need to pass this check because I do not have enough money.
Start with a little compliment,
nice.
then work your way up from...
Oh, okay. An investment? What kind of investment? I hear you, officer.
1 million riyal,
What
510.
sounds like a fair deal all around.
Thank you very much. Now I can afford a night of sleep.
The speakers below are banged up.
Also, what is this?
There's a pint...
You like sunglasses, officer?
Abort. These are hideous.
Damn, officer! You look like a mega secret spy.
It's going to be
Mega
very
secret
difficult for anyone to take you seriously with these things. These are all... Those UV stickers are almost certainly just there for the...
These are all first-rate sunglasses. Premium design, superb material, very cool.
Very cool. Okay, anything else? There we go.
Hello, hello. Sure. Let me have a look. Anything else you're thinking of selling?
Might sell this one. Or this. Or this. I'll see.
Another time, perhaps.
Wait, can I interact with it? Or that was it? That was it, I guess. Okay, this is too... Yeah, I already sent them. Authority, I have only one. Yeah. This doesn't look that good.
You're back. Good. What this reality? Ah,
Trying to gauge by your expression and demeanor whether you're joking.
but then I'm no doctor.
All right, we're in. I know these all look good, but begin with the first.
We're in Martinez, baby. Martinez is a... You would be excused for not knowing about it. Unimportant, they say. It's not really a... Yes.
Known to the early Rivisholians as
Caillou, as you already know. Imagine a pebble. I would be happy to. These are for the revolution. It's quite easy. Why, of course. No. I would say the apes were, on the other hand. Those would... Oh, did they ever? Before... Yes. Oh, lots of... The real king abdicated and lived out a long and productive life as a venture capitalist in Grad. Yes. King... Him and tens of thousands... The liberals got the mineral rights. They didn't win...
we. She's one of them. Of course.
To foreign intervention. The coalition... The moral... At least this is...
The color of moralism is blue. The official motto of Moral Intern, or Moralist International, is a blue forget-me-not.
A devout man of the scent. The turn of the revolution. It wasn't a who. It made people over... Of course. From Revish... Why? You and I, officer. Modernity. 43 years. The 20s. The 30s. Yes. And quantitative easing. Welcome to reality, baby. Good question. What would you have done differently? So a quarter of humanity simply lost their minds. And how would you stop a prion, a complex folding protein, unlife, with a technology, a poor remedy for prion disease? Capri, resplendent, they are what they are, anyway.
Not so fast. Who is she in all this? Ask her who she is. She owes you enough. She won't maneuver her way out of this one.
I am the vilest of the vile. I am an...
She raises the corner of her mouth, smirking, revealing a canine.
An ultra-liberal. It's a type of liberal. From the revolution. It's, not the modern... No. Not like me. Are you liberated enough to offer up your home on a plate for financial... A devil, who being of great charm and guile, sneaketh into the homes of the godly. I'm afraid you'll find that every woman is a devil. When the dust settled, with due respect to our overlord, I would not have relinquished sovereignty to the coalition. Not here in Martinez.
She realizes her small...
Then for my daughters, we had an obligation to defend our sovereignty. Yes. I suppose. Perhaps. Yes. Whatever. It's a neurological... Well, it's either bariatric surgery or long-term alcohol use.
She nods slowly.
A bird? A sphenicid? A flightless bird of the pole? Some sort of krill hunter? Of course you're not, my dear. Ah. This is the pier or two. A pre-revolutionary tenement. Old buildings are called tenements, you see. Anubis. This one, mostly the splat splat.
You could be wrong, but from here it appears as if she's running the brush across her throat.
Wonderful. The girl in the old lady rags looks like a sullen and rebellious. Yes, you and I belong to the supracult. She prefers a fantasy world, an infraculture with its own dress code and vernacular. It is an illusion. Young people who dye their hair funny colors and wear old... All right, what next?
Well, thanks.
Glad to have been of assistance.
I think the thought process is going to finish, and after it finishes, I'm going to save, and that will be all for today, I think. How much is it going to take? Let me see. Until it's finished. Aces low. It says 1 minute. Okay.
A lorry's the window. View the drive. A large metal. The back of the driver. A large metal.
Right to work! Right!
Aces low. For the rest of the world, the Aces low is just some cool Revachol thing, politically neutral. In Revachol, it still holds revolutionary connotations. Also, have you looked at Lieutenant Kitsuragi's clothes? He wears a bomber jacket, just like the ones worn by aerostatic brigades. And those cargo pants look like they could fit tools for hot-fixing your burning aerostatic. You should ask him about this.
You know, I might just do that. Okay, get 1 from that and 2 for him. It's okay, I guess. I think I'll simply unlock a new thought cabinet. Finger pistols. Okay, let's try this one, I guess. Sure. Okay, that was it for today. Thank you for watching and have a nice evening. Bye bye.